ceremony, and tracking it live right here on India Today, a beautiful ceremony. And as we've been discussing, of course, politics erupting, while the centre has clearly said that this is only shifting the flame to the National War Memorial, and ministers coming out to slam the Congress and other parties on petty politics. Listen in.
You would rather have it under the tutelage of a colonial this thing, or would you rather have it under your own this thing?
लेकिन राहुल गांधी का ये कहना है कि उन्होंने
मैंने बहुत समय पहले राहुल गांधी जी के कमेंट्स को सीरियसली लेना बंद कर दिया, बहुत देर पहले। वही राहुल गांधी जी हैं जो कहते थे बच्चों, मोदी जी हमारे बच्चों की वैक्सीन कहाँ है, वही राहुल गांधी जी और कई किस्म की बातें करते हैं। तो देखिए, आपके पास जब न्यूज नहीं होती तो आप राहुल गांधी जी के स्टेटमेंट्स को ले लेते हैं, ठीक है? तो अभी जिनको कमेंट करना है उसे करने, अभी हमें काम करने दीजिए।
मशाल बुझाई जा रही है,
अरे मशाल को मर्ज किया जा रहा है टू ऑनर ऑल दोज हु हैव लेड डाउन देयर लाइव्स। ये 1971 के तो उस समय जो ट्रिब्यूट थी यहाँ पे, अब तो एक वॉर मेमोरियल बनाया गया है जो उन्होंने 70 साल नहीं बनाया, वो हम लोग बना रहे हैं। राहुल गांधी इज अ लास्ट मिनट कंट्रोवर्सी, नॉट दैट व्हाट ही इज रेजिंग।
Fact is that all our ceremonies are now being held at the National War Memorial. So I think it's also appropriate, that the flames be merged at one place, because you could also have criticism that you have the eternal flame at the India Gate, but no official ceremonies are being held there. And now that the National War Memorial has got constructed and sort of has primacy, so I'm not trying to sort of devalue India Gate, and it's an iconic structure. It has the names of World War I and the Afghan war soldiers, and they need to be respected as much. But now that the new war memorial has come up, I think it's appropriate that we have ceremonies at that place.
Time has come to shift the Amar Jawan Jyoti to merge it with the National War Memorial. If you go to India Gate, you find it's a very sacred thing.
आज की तारीख में नेशनल वॉर मेमोरियल में जो एक वहाँ पे फ्लेम जल रही है, वो तो फ्लेम यहाँ से बोरो की गई है और वो इसी का हिस्सा है। आप एक देश में एक ही जगह में दो जगह पे ऐसी फ्लेम नहीं कर सकते हो, जो कि एक तो अंग्रेज़ों के टाइम पे बनाए हुए, वो एक हरिडली बनाई थी। हाँ, 50 साल हो गए वहाँ पे हम सोल्जर्स को रिस्पेक्ट पे कर रहे हैं, लेकिन अननोन सोल्जर्स को तो एक बहुत फ़र्क है। तो मेरा ख्याल ये नेशनल वॉर मेमोरियल इज़ द ओनली प्लेस वेयर द सोल्जर्स हैव टू बी honored.
Think that this is a very wise decision on part of the government to merge the Amar Jyoti with the National War Memorial, because Amar Jyoti was a temporary measure which was taken by the government when we didn't have a National War Memorial to honor all those people, all those soldiers, officers who had been martyred up to 1971 war. Now, since we have a National War Memorial, so it is appropriate and it is in fitment of things that the Amar Jyoti should be merged with the present National War Memorial.
Amar Jawan commemorates those who fought and died in Pakistan war. But when we move to National War Memorial, we commemorate every Indian who fought and died from 47 onwards till present day.
After 50 years, the Amar Jawan Jyoti, which means eternal flame, at Delhi's India Gate, has now merged with the flame at the National War Memorial. Now, in 1972, the Amar Jawan Jyoti was included as part of the India Gate Memorial. It's an inverted bayonet and soldier's helmet with an eternal flame burning. This is all in the run-up to Republic Day and the ceremony that will take place next week. The National War Memorial is located just 500 meters from India Gate. We just saw the flame that was taken from the Amar Jawan Jyoti and in a ceremony to the National War Memorial. In 2019, the memorial was built in memory of soldiers and unsung heroes who have laid down their lives for the nation since independence. It was also decided that the Amar Jawan Jyoti would continue in its place even as a new eternal flame was lit at the new memorial. The question arising on political circles is why in 3 years has it been decided to either interpret it as dousing the Amar Jawan Jyoti or, as the centre is saying, merging it with the National War Memorial. It is being seen as significant, while of course the centre and the BJP have clearly said this is simply a merging, as a lot of key occasions and respects are paid to bravehearts who have sacrificed for the nation at the National War Memorial all the way since independence in various battles and wars. However, the interpretation has been that this is a dousing of the significance of the Amar Jawan Jyoti in particular and the fight, of course, during independence and its very significant stature at India Gate itself. This is the ongoing controversy right now in political circles.
When the eternal flame of Amar Jawan Jyoti at the India Gate would be merged with the
unabated politics over the eternal flame, also known as Amar Jawan Jyoti, continuing. Responding to the Congress's charges, government sources have said the eternal flame is not being doused, it is only being merged with the one eternal flame. Sources also told India Today that true homage would be paid to every brave at the memorial. Congress leader Rahul Gandhi has said that some can't understand the sacrifice of the braves. Congress also said that extinguishing the flame is equivalent to extinguishing history. However, and in very strong retorts, Union Minister Smriti Irani has responded to this, saying that Congress should not preach on lessons of nationalism.
आजादी के बाद दिल्ली में कुछ गिने चुने परिवारों के लिए ही नवनिर्माण हुआ, लेकिन आज देश उस संकीर्ण सोच को पीछे छोड़कर नए गौरव स्थलों का निर्माण कर रहा है, उन्हें भव्यता दे रहा है। ये हमारी ही सरकार है जिसने दिल्ली में बाबा साहब मेमोरियल का निर्माण किया। ये हमारी ही सरकार है जिसने रामेश्वरम में एपीजे अब्दुल कलाम स्मारक को बनवाया। इसी तरह नेताजी सुभाष चंद्र बोस और श्यामजी कृष्ण वर्मा जैसे महापुरुषों के साथ जुड़े हुए स्थानों को भव्यता दी गई है।
It symbolizes the valor and sacrifice of India's brave hearts. Can you envision Delhi? Can you envision national capital without the Amar Jawan Jyoti? Then tomorrow Modi ji will remove India Gate also. He is actually denigrating symbols which have become symbolical of our pride. They don't belong to any political party. Our soldiers belong to everybody.
the eternal flame that was placed temporarily in 1971 post the Indo-Pakistan War is being merged with the eternal flame in the National War Memorial, which is where it should be. And so today for a congressman to be criticizing that is really a situation where every countryman should ask the Congress, why did you not do for the last 6 decades when you were in government?
Any nation has ever built a future for itself by playing around with its history. But I understand why they are doing that, because they had no role in the history of our nation and how its foundation was laid. And to alter our history is what they're trying to do. But the reality is it also shows you scant disregard for the nationalism that we stand for.
प्रज्वलित अमर जवान ज्योति को आज उचित और सम्मानजनक स्थान मिल रहा है युद्ध स्मारक पर, वॉर मेमोरियल पर। खुद के लिए तो गांधी खानदान ने बहुत बड़ी बड़ी समाधियां बनवाई और भारत के सेना के बलिदानियों के प्रति इतनी लापरवाही थी कि उन्होंने अंग्रेजों के बनाए एक इंडिया गेट के नीचे बस ज्योति जलाकर काम चला लिया।
हर इतिहास के साथ मोदी जी को जोड़ दिया जाए, उसी दिशा में एक और कदम उठाया जा रहा है। पहले पार्लियामेंट बनाने का काम हो, प्रधानमंत्री आवास हो, कि मोदी जी स्वयं कहते हैं कि हेरिटेज को मेंटेन करना चाहिए। अमर ज्योत जवान एक हेरिटेज है, उसे ना हटाए, नए और कई मेमोरियल उन्हें बनाना है बनाए, लेकिन इतिहास मिटाने का खेल जो शुरू है वो ठीक नहीं।
That's a host of reactions coming in as the political slugfest continues. We've had Hardeep Singh Puri, Union Minister, as well as Smriti Irani, coming out with a very forceful pushback, saying that Congress should not preach nationalism. You just heard from Supriya Srinath saying, that on the other hand, the centre has had no role to play in the history of the country. They're reading into this as significance of dousing the Amar Jawan Jyoti, which is at India Gate, just below India Gate, and the significance of it, given its historic, significance around independence and connection to Indira Gandhi as well. So that's really the interpretation that's coming in, although the centre has issued a clear statement saying that this is clearly a merging of the flame, and if anything, it's actually to pay respect to all of the brave hearts over all of the battles and wars since independence. Mohit is back with us as well. Mohit, more and more reactions continuing to pour in post the intimate and extremely beautiful ceremony that we just saw.
Well, absolutely, and clearly what we had expected was that a lot of statements would be coming in once this merger really happens, and even before this merger happened, and it was just the news break that took place about that there would be that the Amar Jawan Jyoti would be moved from here and would be merged with the eternal flame that continues to burn at the National War Memorial. There was continuous statements that came to fore from the opposition parties, and it seems that they are not ready to back down. But the government is also not ready to stand still and take the criticism. We've seen the likes of Smriti Irani who've gone on to question the Congress party and the opposition parties as well as to why did they not think that there was a need for a memorial to be built to commemorate those who sacrificed their lives in the line of duty for the country. On the other hand, you have somebody like Hardeep Singh Puri who's also come out and questioned the Congress party and gone on to say that these, the Congress party and several of the opposition leaders are the same who had also questioned the Balakot strikes. So, it seems that the accusations and counter accusations are something that are flying high and thick. But on the other hand, what has transpired today is essentially that there was a proper ceremony that took place right here at the India Gate, after which the flame was taken in from the Amar Jawan Jyoti, and finally today it has been merged with the eternal flame that continues to burn at the National War Memorial.
Mohit, thanks so much for joining us and for the detailed coverage on ground. We were tracking the merging of the flame, and we'll continue to bring you reactions as they come in. But for now, the flame being merged at the National War Memorial in true flair, with complete decor and respect being paid to brave hearts at the National War Memorial.